have a question for y'all. Oh, it's been about me for a couple of years now. At least a year. At least a year. No, I took a sabbatical. I took sabbatical because they were trying to get me fired. So I took a mental health sabbatical. So, but I have a question, a legitimate question, and I'd like for them to answer it in writing. But someone already has put a definitive statement out, but I'd like for this to be answered. And I'd like for everyone to partake in reading the answer. And then I'm going to give my answer. But I'd like to hear what they have to say. Okay? There's a picture that I posted on my Instagram. Okay? First of all, they're saying that I lied about the date that the actual meeting happened because it was posted on a different date. Now, I don't know anybody who posts pictures on the actual date that they happen. I know a lot of people who post later than the actual date that the picture happened. Of course, right now, the loudest fucking train imaginable is gonna happen. So just wait a second, okay? So first, they're saying that the meeting did not happen when I said it happened. But that's not true. It did. Because the picture was posted on my Instagram on a different date than when I claimed the meeting happened. That's the first thing. But that's not even what I'm worried about, because I can prove that it did. That's not what I'm worried about. What I want to know is they're saying that meeting with the three ladies and myself was debunked and not about the journey room. I want to know what it was about then. The people want to know, what was that meeting about then? Tell everyone, enlighten everyone, make everyone aware, bring awareness. What was it about then? They want to know. Everyone wants to know. The people want to know. Bring awareness. Toot that little horn. Listen to the train. The train. Everyone wants to be aware. You've got everybody's attention. Let's go. What was that meeting about? I encourage everyone to go to Tumblr Talk on Reddit and read what was it about. If it wasn't about Jude's journey room, then what the fuck was I doing there? What was I doing there? What was that meeting about? It was said by someone with definity and absolution that meeting was nothing about Jude's journey room, and that it was about Bella Bowman, and it was about getting my donation to go towards Bella Bowman. That was said by somebody. And it was said that it was never about Jude's journey room, and that Jude's journey room was never discussed. And that the Forever Nursery was never discussed. And they said that with a definitive statement. They actually typed it out and put it online. And that is absolutely fucking a lie. And that is slanderous. Or libel, whichever one is writing. But I absolutely will fucking sue the shit out of you. But what I want to know is, what was the meeting about? If you're the truth teller and you're 100% certain and you're bringing all this awareness to hundreds of thousands of millions of people, what was it about? What was that picture about? What happened during that meeting? Come on, truth teller. We all waiting on y'all. Post what that picture was about. Say it with your whole chest. Post it. Post it on every social. Say it with definitive proof. Let's see it. Say it with concrete, evident proof that that meeting was not about the journey room, not about the forever nursery, and that I fucking lied. Say it. Post it on every social you've got. Don't hide behind Reddit. Let's see it. Let's see if you're really bold. Let's go. Bold. Let's see if you're really fucking true on saying that statement out fucking loud. And we're going to see who's telling the truth. I triple dog fucking dare you. This message is for anybody. Anybody that the shoe fucking fits. Slip it on, lace it up, put it on, buckle it, stomp it out. Let's see it. Let's go. What was that meeting about? And in case you need a refresher on what picture I'm talking about, let me show you. Hold on. Let me get it for you real quick, so that you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's see. I'm talking about this picture right here. This picture. What was that meeting about? What was it? You say it wasn't about the nursery. It never was. Then what the fuck was that meeting about? What did I meet with them about? What? You say it was never about the nursery and it was never about the journey room. Then what was it about? Let's go. Hundreds of thousands of people want to know. Millions of followers want to hear the truth. Let's go. What was this picture about? We're all waiting. What you got, Dr. Pepper Queen? What's your question? If you typed the question so far yet, it didn't show up. Dr. Pepper Queen, if you typed it so far, it didn't come through. So you might want to do one word at a time or put an emoji in the middle or something because it didn't come through. You are getting filtered. If you can come up and talk to me, I'll invite you up. You can. You want to come up and ask me? I took sabbatical because they were trying to get me fired from my job, so I took a mental health sabbatical. Type it one word at a time, or type a few words and then send it, type a few words and then send it, type a few words and then send it. Why worry? About what? Why worry about what they say? Is that what you're going to ask? Why worry about what they say? Wouldn't you worry about what somebody was saying on you if they were lying, saying that you were a lying scammer and stealing money? Wouldn't you worry about it? Wouldn't you worry if somebody completely trashes your reputation and trashes you and calls you a lying scammer when you ain't never took a damn thing? Wouldn't you worry if somebody tried to defame you that to your son's memory, all because they're a bitter, fucking, selfish, lonely loser with nothing better to do than to just stick their nose where it doesn't fucking belong when they don't know any fucking thing about the situation? That's my fucking name. Not only is it my name, but that's my baby's memory. So I'm absolutely gonna fucking stick up for myself, and I absolutely am gonna stick up for my reputation. I'm fucking absolutely gonna clear my name. 100%. Absolutely. The back and forth is hurting me and my son. Listen, if you're talking about Jude, thankfully, my son is resting. And hopefully he's looking down on me. And hopefully he is very proud of the fact that I've never wavered. As far as Luke, my son is so proud of me. He is proud of the fact that I've not backed down to fucking bullies. My son and I are so close. And he loves the snot out of me. And I adore my child. We have the best relationship. And I truly adore him. So, as far as it hurting him and I, we have an incredible relationship. Incredible. If you think because of what you read, it's hurting us, it's not. He absolutely adores me. Thinks I hung the moon. I think the same of him. We don't put value on, like, our life is not valued on what strangers think. However, the rest of the world seems to think that, but I'm going to clear that. I'm going to clear my own name. And I absolutely am proud of how strong I'm teaching him to be. I 100% am proud of the person that I'm teaching him to be. 100%. I'm teaching him to be strong. I'm teaching him that this world is a cruel fucking world. And that you should never allow people to treat you this way. You should never have to be submissive to people that try and bully and intimidate you. That you should never allow people to do this to you the way that they're doing to me. Never. That you should stand your ground and stand up for yourself and stand up for what's right. That people are going to do this to you, and you should never waver from what you know is right. No matter how much they bully me. 100% on me physically, on me mentally, absolutely. But nothing that's worth it ain't easy. It's not easy. Standing up for what's right ain't easy. It's not. But it's worth it. It definitely is worth it. But I want to know. I want to know. And I think you all want to know. Don't you want the truth? Don't you want the definitive truth? Because that was said. See, they say one thing, but they don't back it. They just say the proof is out there, but they don't show the proof. They don't. They say a story and then they don't give you the proof. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is that, well, then what was it for? What did I take that picture for? What was it for? I want to know, what was it for? The whole world wants to know what it's for. And I encourage y'all to go and put the screws to them and ask them, if I'm such a liar and that picture wasn't for the journey room and wasn't for the forever nursery, then what the fuck was it for? And show the proof. Show the proof. What was it for? What was it for, and what proof do you have to support the statement you're making? Because I got the proof. So let's see it. You made the claim, the burden of proof is on you. Let's see it. All these millions of people want to see it. Now's your time to shine, sugar. Let's go. Here's your time to bring awareness. Now look, if it makes you feel better, look. My hair is messy. My teeth are fucked up. I'm fat. I'm a big back. I can't spell normally. When I'm angry, I hurry up and I fast text and I don't spell check. What else? Oh, when I sit outside on my patio, there are sometimes roaches because I'm outside in South Louisiana. So yes, there are roaches outside. I live in South fucking Louisiana. We have roaches outside. Okay. That's not an insult. That's a fucking common sense thing. What else? What else do y'all hate on and bully me with? So all those deflection things you got done. Now we got all those things done. Oh, I got hair on my face. That's a hormonal thing and part of my illness. So we got that. Oh, the big bulge on my forehead. We got that. You know, bulgy. It looks like a nutsack. We got it. Y'all hope it explodes. We got it. So we got all those things now. Y'all good? So we got all the things. Oh, yeah. I need to put on a bra because my titties are so saggy. So we got all the things y'all deflect with. Because when I call y'all out and ask for the proof that y'all are so adamant with, y'all deflect with, she needs to go wash her hair, brush her teeth, deal with that thing on her forehead. She needs to lose some weight. She needs to stop smoking. She needs to go do her patio, which my phone is getting held by the blower thing, but so, oh my God, she's got roaches everywhere. No, don't. They're fucking roaches outside. We're fucking outside. There's no way her patio is 2,400 square feet. You can look it up on fucking Zillow, assholes. Look it up. It'll tell you the square footage of the fucking patio. So, okay, but whatever. Anyway, let's go. So now all the deflection points that you usually have are not there anymore. So, let me know. What was that picture? What was happening? The other thing I'd love to know is, you said I went to that meeting on a Sunday. Who has a business meeting at a hospital on a Sunday? Or do you think that maybe I just posted the picture on a Sunday because it was during fucking Mardi Gras? But okay, whatever. I mean, that I know that's common sense. I know that's hard to piece together for some of you. But, I mean, Just, it's just a food for thought. It's just a thought. But I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna deal with the date later. The date is like a common sense thing. I know y'all don't have that. But what was going on in that picture? What was going on in that picture? And if any of y'all need reminding of the picture, because I know some of y'all like to pretend like y'all don't know what I'm fucking talking about. So let's see it one more time so that everybody's clear what picture I'm referring to. It's this one. They're claiming that wait, my chair's in the way. They're claiming that this picture, this meeting, was not about the Forever Nursery or Jude's Journey Room. They're claiming that that meeting right here was not about it at all in any way. And that I never met with Children's Hospital about it. So what was it about? What happened in that meeting? I want to know. All these people deserve to know, don't they? Who thinks they deserve to know? I mean, y'all feel like y'all deserve to know every other fucking thing, right? Don't y'all? Y'all feel like y'all are in every other fucking part of my business. So raise your hand if you feel like you deserve to know what that fucking meeting was about, since clearly they're stating it wasn't about that, right? Don't you want answers? Don't y'all want answers? So come on, Reddit. Come on. Authority on me. Come on, bestie. What was going on in that picture? What happened there? You claim they never said to me that we were doing a walkthrough, that it was never completed, that it was never finally planned out, that we were never preparing for the room. Right? Okay? Bet. What was in that meeting? What was happening? Let's see what the authorities on Chauvin say. I'ma wait. We all gonna wait. And the longer we wait is the more you lied. So we gonna see. But I am absolutely gonna love this for me. Like, love it for me. So we gonna all just wait patiently. I got nothing but time until school starts. So we're going to wait and wait and wait and wait to see what y'all say. I bet y'all quiet as fucking church mice. I took an emotional sabbatical right now. I'm on a mental health sabbatical because they were trying to get me fired. So I stayed a little bit one step ahead of them. So, but again, I'm waiting for their heads up. They are on this live, but they're too chicken shit to answer me on this live. We're gonna probably have to go to Reddit to see what they're complaining and bitching about, or what. And they're probably gonna say we don't have to answer to you, because they're not gonna answer because they don't have an answer. They're probably gonna say we don't have to say anything to you, or because they know that they're lying and they know that they're busted. But let's see. Hold on, I gotta go in the other door because that door is out. They're probably going to say, we don't have to say shit. We don't have to, you know what it's about. Because they don't have an answer. They don't have an answer. They can't tell you. They can't answer the fucking question. But they'll tell you that it wasn't about the general one, but they don't have any fucking idea what lie to tell you because they don't fucking know what to say. A bunch of trolls on Reddit. But there's one particular person who had a definitive statement who said that Children's Hospital never spoke to me about Jude's Journey Room, and that they only talked to me about getting a gift for Bella Bowman. And then, hold on, let me get the other camera and I'm going to read to you what I was told. So hold on, let me switch. I'm going to switch out real quick. Okay, hold on. And I'm going to tell you that that was absolutely not true. And I can absolutely assure you that they're not or won't or can't prove any otherwise. But we're going to see. We're going to see if they can prove me wrong. I bet you they can't, but let's just have a look-see. Let's see if we're going to flip. Ready? See if we can flip. Everybody still here? Everybody still here? We good? All right. This was a statement that was made about the Journey Room and me. I was told, this was what was typed out and what was given to me. I was told there was already a room in the works and that they would love my donation for that room. I agreed, but spun it to my audience as my own room. It was even back then that the Bella Bowman room, it was even back then the Bella Bowman room, and I was told that Children's confirmed that they're not in business of turning down money. In fact, they're in the business of finding it. So when Ashley, that's me, by the way, my first name is Ashley. I don't go by that, but anyway. When Ashley came around, she did boast the promise of a large donation. Children's confirmed that the same time calls and emails were coming in, but Ashley's still promising big money to them. They drug their feet, so to speak, because again, we're in business of securing donations. But then they saw with their own eyes what Ashley was doing, and their legal department sent a cease and desist. At the same time, the room suddenly switched to a secret hospital no one could know the location of. There is absolutely a reason she begged for a mutual. Now, I'm going to read that one more time so that you're fully aware of this and how this is 100% an absolute slanderous fucking lie. I'm she. She was told there was already a room in the works and that they would love her donation for that room. She agreed, but spun it to her audience as her own. It was even back then the Bella Bowman room, and I was told that. Well, it says, and she was told that, meaning I'm she. Children's confirmed that they're not in the business of turning down money. In fact, they're in the business of finding it. So when Ashley came around, she did boast the promise of a large donation. Children's confirmed that the same time calls and emails were coming in, but Ashley's still promising big money to them. They drug their feet, so to speak, because we're in the business of securing donations. But they saw with their own eyes what Ashley was doing, and their legal department sent a cease and desist. At the same time, the room suddenly switched to a secret donation, to a secret hospital that no one could know the location. Okay, a few lines down. It was always going to be Bella's room, and Ashley was offered an opportunity to donate to that which she agreed to, but was too narcissistic to allow that to happen. It was never about Jude. It was always about Ashley's inflated ego. It was always about Ashley's inflated ego, which she agreed, but was too narcissistic to allow that to happen. I sure hope you have motherfucking proof of that. Like, I hope you have fucking proof of that. Whomever you are. Like, I mean, fucking good proof of that. Because that's an absolute fucking lie. But I want to know, what was that picture for? What was it for? If I'm lying about that picture being for Jude's journey room, what was it for? What was it for? So I'm going to read to you what they've posted so far. A simple answer would be what they should post, right? If they're so certain and they're so concrete about bringing awareness to all of you, if they want awareness to protect you from big, bad, scary scamming me, right? They would post that proof and that evidence, correct? Let me read you their responses so far, okay? And listen to the deflection and the absolute gaslighting they've posted so far. You may have been there to talk to them about your ideas of a proposal, if you will. Do you have signed paperwork stating you were working with them? Contract, financial details, all of it? The hospital had to send you a cease and desist. Did they? Did they send me a cease and desist? You sure about that? On Saturday, didn't she say she wasn't going to address us anymore? Who cares why? Show the next screenshot of you lying under oath. Bet you won't. I didn't lie under oath. I'll show the next screenshot, though. You hold all of the information, stupid. It's just easy to show all of your supporters that you're willing to lie under oath, but won't, to be honest with their money, to honor Jude's name to save your life. Again, they're the ones saying that this wasn't done, but won't show a stitch of proof. In my opinion, she was there to visit the doctors that were there. Now wait, this is in my opinion. Not I have proof, or this is in my opinion. She was there to visit the doctors that were there for them and get a tour of the hospital's transformation that was underway. Their opinion. So y'all are going to go attack a human being because of your fucking opinion? Wasn't the picture with the doctors that were there for them during the passing of Jude, and aside from Kat Randon? So you don't even know who's in the picture, first of all. So this person said the same things. You don't even know who's in the fucking picture. And none of them were there when Jude was alive. Just to clear that up for you so your opinion can be fucking right. None of them were there when Jude was alive. And none of them interacted with Jude. Just to clear that up for you. What is she rambling about now? And then that's it. Those are the only ones so far that are about me. But notice, they can't answer the question. Those who are truth tellers of Chauvin, those who hold all the information, can't just say, well, you were there for this. So who's lying? Who's lying? Basically, they're just saying, nuh-uh, she wasn't there for that. She was there for the... Because they don't like me? Because I won't give them what they want? Because I won't let them bully me into submission? That seems kind of fucked up. Like, what? Like, what? All right, Kathleen Randon was subpoenaed in a case to testify against you. Don't you think that's weird? Why would she testify against AC? She was subpoenaed. She had to be on the other side. So, if what she's saying is the truth, I'd love to see the hospital side of the records, not her spun version. Okay. So, okay. Show what you have, though. You've made a lot of accusations against me, like you're bringing awareness, like you have proof of things. But again, I'm going to say this to the 235 of y'all, and I'm going to say this over and over again. Show your proof. Because you've said a lot of things, like the hospital sent a cease and desist. Where is that? Where's that proof? You have that cease and desist? Can you show that? Because their legal team did not send me a cease and desist. That did not happen. It didn't. So that's not true. And again, I'm just asking a simple question. What was the meeting about then? But I'm going to go back to, because they said I probably won't read what I said, and I'm going to go back to the pictures because they said I wouldn't read it, and I am. I'm going to read them. Let me go to the pictures. Hold on, because you got to go, because this whole site is about me, so. Okay, Exhibit 30. What is Exhibit 30? It's a picture of me and other women. How many other women? 3. Who are the other women in the picture? Kathleen Randon, Dr. Mo, and some other lady. I can't think of her name. I couldn't think of her name at the time. I can now, but I'm still not going to tell you because I'm not going to tell you her role in it just yet. She is in a yellow scarf. All right. So Kathleen Randon, what is she wearing? She's wearing a yellow scarf. She's in yellow and a scarf, a Mardi Gras scarf. And Dr. Mo is... She's in yellow, a checkerboard, like a houndstooth jacket. Standing next to you. Yes. Okay. What happened? Okay. What happened? Me. I don't know. All right. So you didn't use that photograph to inform people that the Forever Nursery and Jew's Journey Room is now open for business? No. Okay. What was the picture taken? It was taken at Children's Hospital. Hold on. I can't read the next one. When... All right, do you remember the purpose of the picture? Yes. What was it? Happiness. Celebration. What were you celebrating? I can't see that word. Oh, proving... Oh, I did say this. Proving that Susan Soper was a fucking liar. I did. Okay, when was that? When was the picture taken? I said Mardi Gras, Muses. And I remember because we were all trying to get out of there because it was Muses. And I remember she was in that Mardi Gras scarf. And we were all trying to get out of there. We had people that flew in from out of town for the meeting and for the Mardi Gras parade. Okay, so Exhibit Thursday was a Thursday. Exhibit 30 was a Thursday. And I had to say yes. I kept saying because that's when Muses rolls. What year? I said, I don't know. I don't remember the year. And I didn't remember the year offhand. How much did it cost per month to operate the Forever Nursery turned into Jude's Journey Room? And then my attorney said that goes beyond the scope, and it did. So that was not a question that was answered because it was, wait, what was, oh yeah, it's none of your fucking business. Okay. So then they posted this picture. The picture was posted on Sunday, February 23rd, 2020. Muses rolls on Thursday. Always. Muses rolls on Thursday. Because it's hers day. Muses is a popular parade here that rolls every year on a Thursday. But the picture was posted on a Sunday. Now, I'd like for you to just use some common sense. We had the meeting downtown at Chinola, which is on Chapatoulas. And then Muses rolls off of Magazine and Chapatoulas and rolls downtown. We went immediately, and Muses is one of the biggest parades. Everyone goes to Muses. It's amazing. So we left directly from that meeting, then went and hurried up to get to our normal spot at the house that we always stand at the beginning. So we had to get there early. We left from Chapatoulas, got to the beginning of Magazine, and stood there with our friends. And the furthest thing from our mind was, let's hurry up and post this picture so that we make sure that the dates align. We also want to make sure that we had all of our ducks in a row. We want to make sure that we swelled in the excitement. We were celebrating. We had family and friends in from out of town that were at that meeting, by the way. We had business people that were in from out of town. We had our backer that was at that meeting. All that went to the house that we go to on Magazine, that we were celebrating the actual fucking beginning and the walkthrough and everything else. So we were literally not focused on, let's hurry up and post this picture on Instagram so that we can make sure that the dates align. That was Thursday. Friday is Tux, Saturday is Tux, but that weekend is the busiest weekend of Mardi Gras. It's like Friday is something, Saturday is a big parade, Saturday is Endymion, Sunday is Bacchus, Monday is Orpheus, Tuesday is Mardi Gras. Sunday, we posted the picture and said, it's happening. Like, this is it. Here's the picture. So their like aha moment is that I lied. It didn't happen on Thursday because I posted the picture on Sunday. That's what they have. That's their aha moment. That the picture was posted on a Sunday. So there's no way that I had that meeting because the picture was posted on Sunday. Even though I have all the proof that we had that meeting on a Thursday. Okay. Whatever. That's some special babies. But now it's, good God, Ashley, just shut up and give it up. Let your poor baby rest in peace. He deserves it. You're right, he does deserve it. When you shut the fuck up and stop lying on me and him. Absolutely. When you shut the fuck up and stop lying on him. Y'all want me to shut the fuck up because I'm about to fucking release everything and prove that all of y'all lied the whole time. All right, page 57, page 58. I read all that. I read both of those pictures, asshole. I read both of that on live just now. Read both of it. It's a picture of me and other women. Page 58. I just read both of those online. I read that. I just read that online. Read it. So, Would you like for me to reread it again? See, they don't want me to talk about it. They want to talk about it over and over and over again because that's the only way that they get clout and attention. That's the only way that they get shit. Because if they shut up about it, they wouldn't have numbers, they wouldn't have attention, they wouldn't make money, they wouldn't sell shit, and they wouldn't have any fucking thing. But if I shut up about it, then I prove them fucking wrong and embarrass the fuck out of them. See, if they shut up about it, their numbers go down. If I shut up about it, then my numbers go down, but my numbers also go up when I start talking about it because I'm telling the fucking truth. And they don't want that because it would embarrass the shit out of them, and it's also going to be a fucking great day for me. And now that I have what I have in my possession, and now that I have the authority to say and do what I want with it, so again, to the 200 of you with a little bit of common sense, I asked for one thing. They posted on here that picture. They posted on Reddit that picture, and it was said in comments, by Gracie Brewster, ICU. Wait, I'm confused. Wasn't it proven later that this picture had nothing to do with the journey room? As I recall, someone found out that this picture of her with the medical team that took care of her baby. Now I'm curious. Sugar addict, who is an asshole and doesn't know shit from their hole in the ground. Correct. She absolutely misrepresented this photo. Gracie Brewster, ICU. That's what I thought. My memory is correct. I think it was actually Susan, if I remember correctly, that found this out. But I hate to be giving credit to the wrong person if that's true. I wish she hadn't turned out to be a thief because she really was pretty good at collecting receipts. Really? Because that receipt was fucking wrong. Head professional. Forever Nursery came first. They used a video on her YouTube that explained everything about the Forever Nursery and Jude's Journey Room. She has since hidden the video from the public view. That's not true. That video was never on my YouTube. Fucking never. It was never on my YouTube. So that's incorrect. I hope you don't mind, but I'm borrowing this picture and posting now with some new answers I've found. Not at all. I'm posting it everywhere so everyone can see. Oh, I hope so. Jen's case showed the Forever Nursery came before Jude's Journey Room. And that's what I found on June 25th deposition. Her famous words are, "It's none of your business. It is our business." After many people's research, the Jude's Journey Room came to find out it never existed. And the point is you lied and scammed people for over a decade. That's why people wanted answers. All Ashley is a swindler and a pathological liar. Here's the June 25th deposition with Chauvin's actual words. So the idea didn't formulate for Jude's Journey Room. Let's say it's like, let's first talk about the Forever Nursery. Because that's the first idea, right? And then it translated into Jude's Journey Room, correct? I said, mm-hmm. Okay, so your answer is yes? And then that was all they posted. But let's go back to that. None of those people were around when Jude was alive. Not one of those 4 people met Jude in any way. None of them cared for Jude. None of them. The lady in the yellow from left, if you're looking at the picture from left to right, the lady in the yellow, I'm going to tell you them except for the one on the very end. I'm not going to identify her just yet. I'll identify her later. But I'm going to identify from left to right. The lady in the yellow is Kathleen Rannon. She is the head well, she was the head of Children's Hospital. The lady next to her is Dr. Mo. She was the head of palatable care or whatever. Okay, she's in the houndstooth jacket next to me. So it's Kathleen Randon, Dr. Mo, me, Mystery Lady, which I'm not going to tell you about her yet. And you're going to wish you knew who she was. You really do wish you knew who she was. Then, not pictured was our financial backer. They're on the side. They're on the side of that picture because we didn't post that picture because we didn't want anybody hounding that person. And then behind them, taking the picture, were 4 other people in that meeting. That was the first meeting. There was an additional in-person meeting where 4 other people, it was Kathleen, Dr. Mo, me, that lady, our backer, and 4 other people that met in that meeting that they have no fucking idea about. Never once, not ever, was Bella Bowman ever mentioned to me. Never. Not ever was Bella Bowman mentioned to me. Not in any capacity. The first time I ever heard about Bella Bowman was about maybe 3 or 4 months ago. Maybe like in the middle of all this commotion. And I try to mention it as least as possible because I don't want Bella Bowman and her foundation or her family or her memory or anything to do with her to get wrapped up in their fucking negative fight with me. Bella was someone who died, and that foundation doesn't deserve to be tainted in a dramatic war on the internet. It doesn't. That's disgusting. And I don't care how you look at it, it does not deserve that. It doesn't. So I try to mention it as least as possible because of the fact that I don't want to be associated with that kind of dirtiness. I'm not playing that kind of dirtiness. I'm not. So I did not know about Bella Bowman's foundation when I brought my idea to Children's. And it was never mentioned to me, presented to me, talked about to me. It wasn't. It was not. Not ever. So I don't understand why that was even said or why that was, why that was ever presented that way. Because that's a bull-faced lie. And let me see something real quick. Hold on. And let me get you this bit of information. So just let me I don't know. I don't want to speak inaccurately on it. I want to say she passed away long before Jude. Like, I want to say she had passed long before Jude, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember, but I can't find the information. But I also know that she was at St. Jude's at some point, because I had read her story a while ago. But I don't know the information about it, and I'm not going to put it into this any further than that. If you want to donate to her foundation, I encourage you to. It is an excellent foundation. They do have a forever nursery type room at Children's Hospital. The foundation is beautiful. I encourage you to support that foundation. It is a wonderful idea. It is exactly what I had hoped for, to an extent, for but please don't bring that family or that family's memory into any involvement of this commotion, because that's not fair to the Bowman family or to Bella and her memory. That's just not. But I had no idea about any of that until they brought her and her family into it. So I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. And to the Bowman family, if you are either watching or if someone gets this video to you, I am so incredibly sorry, first of all, for your loss. And I am so incredibly sorry for any additional pain that you might have incurred via any of this mess that was brought to your doorstep because of this situation. I heartfully apologize, and beyond a shadow of a measure, I apologize, period. There are no words that I can give to apologize to you more. So that's all I have to say. I apologize if there is any conversation you'd like to have with me so that I could further express my condolences, my sympathies, my apologies to you. I would, and I do. So that's all I have to say about that. So, but again, you know, going back into what was that picture about? Because none of those people cared for Jude. They weren't even around when he was alive. And you still don't have an answer. So, and Fraggle Rock, you could say mean shit all you want, but I didn't. So you could try and say mean shit and try and trigger and be an asshole to me, but I didn't, and you know it. And you're just trying to start shit because you don't like me. But when I prove all you wrong and you look like dumb fucks, that's what you do. But Chauvin, nothing will change the fact that you robbed Jude's name and legacy. I didn't rob his name or his legacy. You're just mad because I'm about to embarrass the fuck out of y'all. You're just mad because you're wrong. Fraggle Rock, if I robbed his name and his legacy, then what was that picture about? What was it about? You can't answer one question. What was that picture about? What was I doing there? What was it about? What was it about? Like, just answer that. Midwest Mom, you got upset because somebody said that your husband was sleeping with hookers. You got all, let me show you what defamation is, definition on Reddit, because somebody said that your husband was sleeping with an astronomical amount of hookers rather than sleeping with you because you're too busy on the internet talking about me. And your obsession with me is unhealthy. So your husband, rather than get it from you because you're too busy paying attention to me, decided to go out and bang it out with hookers. Okay? You got all upset and decided to put on the internet, let me just tell you what defamation is. And you got all in your feels about the definition of defamation. So you're going to sit there and tell me it's up to you to shut it down and let your sweet baby rest. Not when they shut the fuck up and stop lying on me. But you get in your feelings as a grown-ass adult because somebody said that your husband might have hookers? Imagine if somebody said some bullshit lie about you and your son that died. Imagine if somebody said that you were stealing from his legacy or his memory when you weren't and haven't. Imagine if you lost your child and have done nothing but be good to those people, and because you didn't give them what they wanted and conform to what they've demanded, like, I don't know, some strange Midwest bitch on the internet demands that you give her information that she wants, and when you don't, she sits and runs her mouth because she's a lonely-ass housewife because her husband's banging blowies. What? Like, what? But you want to lecture me on the fact that my son's not resting in peace? That's gaslighting. You want me to shut the fuck up because you know that I have all the pieces? And you know I didn't take that fucking money. And you know I didn't do that shit. You just want me to shut the fuck up and you want to use the excuse, let your boy rest. Why don't you let my boy rest? Why don't you shut the fuck up? Why don't you stop? Why don't y'all say, you know what? This isn't healthy. Why don't we stop and just let her self-destruct? Why don't we stop and let that baby rest? If you're so concerned about my child, why don't you fucking stop and let him rest in peace if you're so concerned about my child? But you're not, right? That was just a gaslight tool. That was a gaslight tool to shut me up because you're uncomfortable with the fact that I'm about to prove you wrong. Isn't it? Because you know that makes me doubt what I'm doing and standing up for myself. Because you know that as a mother, that's a way to tear me apart. Because you know that that's a way to cut me down or to make me fucking destroy my own self, is to make me think that my actions don't make my child rest. When you ever think if you just back the fuck off, maybe he could rest? Maybe if you just left me alone, maybe, just maybe, I'd shut the fuck up? Like, I'm responding. So maybe if you shut the fuck up, that would happen? I know that's common sense. And I know that's hard. But, like, you know, that works. I mean, you put basic comprehension skills like people get in elementary school. If you're so concerned about my child resting, if you're so concerned, why don't you stop? But, you know. But I'm never going to stop defending it. And I'm never going to stop defending my child. I'm never going to stop defending my name. Especially if some bitch who's just worried about her husband banging it out with hookers is going to sit here and fucking defame me. I guess the fuck I'm not. As long as I fucking want. So where's the money that I was accused of stealing? In the exact place that I've been saying it was. In the account in which it belongs. Not touched. In the exact place I said it was at. Not touched. Some of it is still with the fucking affiliates. Some of it is checks that I never even fucking cashed. Exactly where I've been fucking saying it is. And exactly where I'm going to say it is now. None of your fucking business. But that's where it's at. Nobody donated money to me. Nobody said, here's $50. This goes towards this. Nobody did that. Nobody said, here's $150. Nobody said, here's $5,000. Nobody did that. Nobody did that, Russell. What did happen was, look, you see this great little thing? I love this. I love this one. Oh, actually, that's not true. Let me show you which one I love. I love this one. Okay? I love this one because you can put the blade out and then you can suck the blade back in. This is the one that I love over this one. Okay? If you want to buy one and have one like me, the link is in my bio. I get a percentage back from selling this. Okay? I get a percentage back from selling this. You don't give me any money. I get a percentage back. The percentage that I get back from the company, what I'm planning to do with that money, a portion of it, is put it in an account and save it until I have enough money to start a room that honors my child in the way that we were done when my child died. And that's where I got the money from. Nobody gave me money. Nobody took money out of their pocket and said, you want to start that room? How do I donate? That I said, I don't take donations. I don't want donations. Because I'm not a 501(c) and I've never claimed to be. I've never claimed to be a fundraiser. I've never claimed to be a charity or anything like that. Never claimed to be. Ever. Never claimed to be. So you bought a product. You got the product. I got a kickback from the company as an advertisement. And I took a portion of that, put it in the account, and moved on. You never gave me money. We never, nothing. It was my income, claimed it on my taxes, we moved on. Some of that money is still in the affiliate bank account that sits with the affiliates. Some of that money is still in the affiliate accounts that I never cashed out from. Hold on a second. Hello?
Hi, is this Ashley?
Max is calling.
This is Ruth with Elevation Church. How are you?
I'm going to have to call you back, Ruth.
Okay, it was just to say thank you for giving for the first time to Elevation Church.
You're...
You can call me back at this number if you need prayer.
Okay, I'll call you back, Ruth. Thank you so much.
Alrighty.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
So that's where the money came from. Some of it is still in accounts that dealt with affiliates. Some of it is in checks that I never even cashed. I still have the fucking checks. It's not spent. It's still exactly where it was. So that's it. Period. So I don't know, like, what brain process we're having with that. Make sure I put my wallet back in my pockets, because I lose my wallet more than I lose my mind. That's a lot. I got it. Okay. Thank you. It didn't come out very good, Mary Bueno, but I'm gonna make you another one. Give that money to the hospital. Why? That's not what it's intended for. That's not the hospital that I'm working with. And is it your money? No, it's not. So I'm going to give you a for instance. You ready? I'm saving up to buy a Camaro, right? I want to buy a Camaro. I've been saying I want a Camaro, want a Camaro, want a Camaro. I've been going to the Camaro dealership every day. Going to the Camaro dealership, going to the Camaro dealership, going. All of a sudden, someone from the Ford dealership decides that they're going to meet with me and they're going to give me a Ford, and it's even prettier. More things, beautiful, and a better price. The people at the Camaro dealership no longer want to sell me a Camaro. Guess what dealership I'm not going to give my fucking money to? The Camaro dealership. Just because I said I want a Camaro, I'm not going to give my money to the fucking Camaro dealership and now go to the Ford dealership and start now saving up for a Ford. The general thing is I wanted a car. Meaning I want to honor my son's memory. I want it to be at a hospital to honor my son's memory. I was going to work with children's. That partnership didn't work out. So I'm not going to now say, well, you know what? The partnership didn't work out, but I'm still going to give you all this money that I worked for. I guess the fuck I'm not. I'm now going to go find a different hospital that will work with me. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find my Ford dealership. Does that make sense? That's not a very hard scenario. Why do I have checks? Did they purchase something with a check? No, some affiliates cut me a check like when a payout happened. Like people bought purchases, and then when I separated ways from affiliates, they cut me a final payment check. So like if an affiliate owed me $600, they cut me a $600 check, and I still have those checks. And I can collect on them even though they're expired, because all I have to do is take them to a collections thing and I can handle that, but that's a legal thing. So that's an affiliate payout check that I just never cashed. Does that clear that up for you? Do you understand what I mean by that? So like if you were a glitter company, Mistaken, like your name is Mistaken. So if you were glitter company, Mistaken Glitter, okay? And you and I had a working relationship, and people bought Mistaken Glitter all year long, okay? And then my total earnings with you was $500. And then we decided we were no longer going to work together. You wrote me a check for $500. That was my final payout. I still have that check. I never cashed it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I don't know any other way to explain it. What if the company is no longer business? I got a final payout from the company before the company was no longer in business. That was Bailey's church that I donated $100 to because Jen wouldn't take down the video in which she exploited Bailey's sexual assault. So if you want to know what I made to their church, they were thanking me for my $100 donation, and they were going to pray with me if I needed prayer. So for those of you who are online, look, that's what Reddit is doing right now. Look, that's what Reddit is doing right now. Look, to thank me for my donation when Jen from Bougie Panda's Glitter exploited Bailey's sexual assault online. And I offered bet $100 that Jen wouldn't take down that video because she was too busy trying to get at Beth from Midland Vinyls and too busy trying to stick it to Beth. And I said, I bet you $100 she won't take that video down. And Jen from Bougie Panda's Glitter said, keep your $100. And I said, I'm still going to donate that money to her church. And so I found out where Bailey went to church and I donated the money to her church. That's where she fucking goes to church. It doesn't matter that it's not an LGBTQ affirming church. I stuck with my word and I donated the $100. So for those of you who are trying to find out what Elevation Church is, it's the church in which I made a promise to because Bougie was too busy exploiting Bailey's sexual assault. Even after Bailey asked Bougie to take down that video, please, because it wasn't the truth. But Bougie is too busy exploiting that, even though she was asked to please take it down. So if any of you need prayer, maybe you could call Elevation Church because the Ruth lady seemed very nice on the phone. I'm just dealing with all of you. She seemed very pleasant. And I'm sure if I called her up and told her that I was a flaming lesbian, I bet you she would still pray with me. And if you'd like, I could probably call her on the phone right now with y'all on it. And she would probably still pray with me and not turn away a fucking prayer with me because I'm a gay person. So does anybody else want to know about fucking Elevation Church? Because if you do, I'd have to Google it because I don't know much about it. All I know is that's where Bailey goes to church. And there's a lady named Ruth that works there. Any other details y'all want to know about it, y'all going to have to call there yourself. Fucking wild. I wasn't stalking Bailey's church. I messaged her and asked her where she went to church. She told me where she went to church. Fucking idiot. Oh my God, somebody said, as a gay person myself, I could never donate to an organization like that regardless of the situation. Well, you know, I am homophobic. I am homophobic. That's what I was told. I am a raging homophobe. So that's why I donated to Elevation Church. I'm a great big old homophobe. That's what it is. I am raging homophobe. That's why I donated to them. Mm-hmm. You figured me out. Yep. So homophobic. Jesus Christ in heaven. Gotta be fucking good. I feel like oh Lord. Maybe some of y'all should call Ruth. Like, maybe I should call Ruth. Maybe I should call Ruth on this live and ask her to pray for the people on this live. Maybe I should do that. Y'all want me to call Ruth back and ask her to please pray for the people on this live and on this Reddit? Because maybe I should do that. Because Jesus, Mary and Joseph, y'all seem to get fucking dumber by the second. I wouldn't do that to that woman. I wouldn't. I mean, I know y'all are probably, the Reddit people are probably going to call me like, listen, there's going to be a woman that's going to call you and ask you for prayer. Don't pray for her. She's a gay. I'm serious. They would. They absolutely would. Oh, look at him deflecting. Hey, Ash, get off the live and go on Indeed and LinkedIn and find a job. Maybe I got one. I'm not worried. I got money. I'm not worried. Not worried. Why? This little backy apple tree, man, because that little cash cow ain't happening. Mm-mm. Oh. Mm. Anyway. My cuticle, I just pulled it all the way off. Right? Look. Man, I like have death talons. God don't like it more. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna reiterate this real quick because listen, they'll take you on a wild Mr. Hat's wild ride or Mr. Toad's wild ride. So let's go back to it, okay? Y'all ready? Okay. Listen very carefully. My initial question was, what was that picture about? You lied and said that Children's Hospital was never working with me. Some of you on there said that Children's Hospital was never working with me, that never knew about Jude's Journey Room, that only was trying to get money for me for Bella Bowman's foundation, that had always told me about Bella Bowman's foundation, okay? You also said that they knew that they were not working with me, that the room was not finished. You said that the photo was misrepresented. Then what was that photo? Now, they have done everything and said everything under the sun, but again, they have not said what that photo was about. They did say that the photo was for me to go back and meet the people that took care of Jude, but I have said that that is not true. None of those people were around when Jude was alive. None of those people. So I'd like to, number one, extend the invitation that say what you mean and mean what you say, and then you have to offer proof. Like, that's what you don't understand is, like, when you make these accusations, you have to provide the actual proof that goes along with it. You saying it and 5 other people saying it, that's not proof. That's still hearsay. No matter when you say it. Just because people believe you, it's still hearsay. That just means that they're just as dumb. So that's the first thing. So I want to know, what was that picture? It was not me going back and meeting with people that took care of Jude. Kathleen Randon was the CEO of or the head of the hospital. She did not take care of patients. So that was not somebody who took care of my son. What was I doing in that picture with those people? What was it? That's the first thing. Where's the proof to support your answer? That's the second thing. I'm going to host a live and promote the fuck out of it very soon, where I think I'm just going to give it all to God with it. I'm going to pay a couple $1,000s to promote it, to where we get as many people on here, because when I do show it all, I hope I embarrass the ever-loving fuck out of it. I got a couple balls in the air right now that I'm waiting to hear back from a couple of phone calls. But when I do, I hope that, man, I hope you're ready, because it's going to be fan-fucking-tastic. Several people have said this about me throughout the years, and they have said it, and I hope you understand it, that I'm very calculated, and I'm not stupid, and I am. I am very calculated, and I'm not stupid, and I don't do anything without knowing exactly what I'm fucking doing. Y'all have been saying, I'm going to jail, she's going to jail, cops are coming tonight, blah, 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 blah. Y'all said that for years and years and years and years and years. Doesn't look like that's working out for you too much. When you get embarrassed, and I'm talking about a certain demographic, there are certain people that have nothing to lose. Some people have nothing to lose. And there are certain people that have everything to lose. And when it comes out from someone who has nothing to lose, the truth that people that have everything to lose have been lying, that's when you lose everything. Everything. That's going to be nice. That's gonna be nice. That's gonna be so nice. It's gonna be so nice. You want me to give you a little Easter egg? You want me to give you a little snippet? All right. I'm gonna give you a little. I'm gonna give you a little snippet. Hold on a second. Let me. Oh, and I know what it looks like. Hold on. Oh, shadows are great. Hold on. I am looking for a picture to show you. Oh, I spelled that wrong. That's why my search wasn't finding it. Let me make sure you can't see my phone because that would be crazy. Is it, no, that's not. That shows too many names. That shows too many names too. Hold on, wait. Let me see if I can get the names off of it. I think I have one without the name, so just I have one with the 4 of us. I think I'm gonna have to wait on it. I think I'm gonna have to wait on it. I think I don't, yeah, I think it's not gonna, my boy. Yeah, I won't be able to show it without, taking out enough. Like, I'd have to, like, take out too much stuff right now. So let me wait till I get full permission to take out this information. I mean, to show this information. Because I want to be able to show the whole thing. So, and I don't have permission to yet. So, I'll have to wait on that little Easter egg until tonight. Probably tonight. It'll be tonight. So, all right. Tonight, 7:30 though, is ho 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 through the hey hey hey. And I am going to have some of the information. I think I'm going to be able to tell you. I text Jared. What? Who is Jared? Who the fuck said Jared? And I'm going to make sure that I have all that information for y'all a little bit better organized. And we'll see if Reddit comes through with what was I doing at that meeting, since they're such the authority. All right. I'll see y'all. I'm going to eat. Bye.